Okay,
Good
thank you.
afternoon, my dear viewers and my dear friends. Today, we are again here with you on another live talk show of Global Education and Training Institute, hashtag Disruptive Education. And we have a very lovely guest with us, Mrs. Shikha Tripathi. So we started this disruptive education movement last year, and since then we have hosted around 1,000 talks. And Ms. Shikha has been our constant speaker. So Ms. Shikha, she is a perfect example of women empowerment who is giving society the most precious thing it needs, and that is education. She's in this field of education since last 14 years, and she, after doing her masters in biotechnology, she has also pursued a leadership certification from IIM Raipur. She is presently working as a principal of Seth M.R. Jaipuriya School in Gonda. So she is a passionate educator. She has attended several conferences. She has been awarded as the International Education Award of Honorary Advisor. She's an honorary advisor at Oxford EduServe. So these are few of her things that I want you people to know. She is a marvelous lady, and today she'll be speaking on the topic making a powerful presence. So over to you, ma'am. A very warm welcome to you.
Thank you once again. So, good evening, everyone. And it's a great day because I was waiting for this time when I will be speaking on this very relevant topic. So, it's my pleasure to be here with you all, and I have been invited once again in GETI. It's my pleasure. Thanks to Sunita Gandhi ma'am, for giving such platform where I can see since 1.5 years administrators, teachers, principals, even doctors, few entrepreneurs, businessmen, they are invited on this platform to discuss on very relevant topic. And thanks to Zanab ma'am once again for giving me such opportunity and calling me for being as a speaker to speak on the topic, which is very close to my heart, I would say, that is making a powerful presence, or you can say, to make it very clear, making a impactful presence or remembering influence. So this is the topic which we are going to have a discussion today. But let me tell you, like like during this unprecedented times, or you can say during this pandemic, what we have seen is since 1.5 year, uh, 1.5 year, what we have seen is there are a lot of virtual meetings, there are a lot of online meetings, and these are very important to get to know what is powerful presence and how this is very relevant, very important to get to understand how this is important for all of us. So when it was offline, when it was when we were meeting physically, when we were having face to face interactions, then it was quite easy for all of us to share our feelings, right? But now, to make our impact powerful, it is very important to understand how this is related to this virtual world, as we have stepped into the virtual world or digital world. So this is very important. So today we are not going to have a discussion on teaching learning process, on student learning strategies, or the changing scenario, but yes, we are going to understand what is manners, what are manners, and what are etiquette, and how these can make our life beautiful, and how we can have a happy world. So when we will be a human being by adopting all these things, we can have a happy world. So we are going to look into this. So first thing what I want to tell you is, to make our presence powerful, there are three very important steps. Number one is to how we look. Number two, how we speak. And number three, how we act. So number one, suppose you assume as if a cat is looking into a mirror and she is assuming herself as a lion. That is a big thought. Okay. So she is assuming herself as if she is a lion. But the cat in her image is of lion, but the entire world is looking herself as if she is a cat. Now how she is going to be dominant, how she is showing her dominancy by adapting all those qualities of a lion, and assuming that all those qualities are in her, and she is showing her dominancy and adapting all those qualities. That is important. Similarly, just find out what I want to say is what is important. The way how we look and the thought what we are thinking for ourselves is very, very important. It matters what the world is thinking, but not more than that what we think about ourselves. That is very important. So just to find out, suppose if my name is Shikha, Shikha, what I can do is, similarly you people can do, what I can do is, I can frame good adjectives of my name like S for smart, H for humble, I for integrity. Similarly, and so on. Similarly, if I will be having those adjectives, those words, and I will feel that these characters, these qualities are in me, and so I will be developing my character, my behavior. As you know, like everything starts from your own thoughts, and thoughts create your actions, and actions ultimately, if are in a good way, if are in a positive way, in a good behavior, will ultimately create a good human being, and then you will have your presence powerful. Number one. Next is, you never get a second chance for your first impression, right? It is said that first impression is the last impression. You're not getting second chance of that. Why? And you know that first impression lasts for 7 seconds only. That means you are having only 7 seconds to create your first impression, to create your powerful presence, to create your powerful impact. That is important. So now, as I've said, you never get a second chance of that. That means you should know how to create a powerful impact, how to make yourself impact in a grand way in your very first impression. So it is very important the way how we look, that is important. Through your clothing or your outfit, you share a lot of messages, even if without speaking a single word. So that is, if I'm presentable, if I'm, in a good outfit and having a smile on my face, that means I'm sharing a lot of messages. Or rather, it is not important that I have not spoken a single word, but then also it is very important. There is a famous quote like dress to impress. ये आपने सुना होगा. So dress to impress means what? Means, are you dressing yourself to impress others, or you are dressing to make yourself happy or for your own satisfaction and happiness? So what is your perception? Dressing well is a kind of good behavior, that is said. And also it is important that you are entering or you are welcoming yourself to a digital world, or you can say a world of visual communication. As you know that human nature is photographic. ठीक है, कहा जाता है जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. क्यों ऐसा कहते हैं? It's because whatever is in presentation, if I'm presentable, if I'm wearing good and having a smile on my face and speaking good, showing good behavior, then only the people around me will have a trust on me, will have a belief on me, and then only they will listen to me. Other than that, they will not do. So this is one very important point, how to create my impactful presence. Next, a famous quote is, sell yourself first and then sell your things. Sell yourself first means to make yourself presentable. How well you are looking, how well you are speaking, how well you are acting, how good behavior you are showing towards other. If it will be in the case like that, then people will love hearing you. So if I am a principal of a school, if I will be looking good and talking well to the parents, behaving well to the parents, then only the parents will get their child admission done in my school. Suppose it is the case of a counselor, if she is presentable and talking well to the visitors, then only they will get their registrations done. Otherwise, not. So sell yourself first, then sell your product. So your product is what? Your things, and it resembles with every case. So this is said that sell yourself first and then sell your things. So this is very important. So what I was saying is, how we look, that is important. So wearing good outfit and with a smile on the face, that makes our presentation good, superb. But it doesn't mean that wearing good and having a smile on the face and we are not having a good behavior, will keep everything in drain. That will be zero in that case. Okay. So next is how we speak and how we act. But these two we will understand once we will get to know what are manners and what are etiquettes. That is important, because if we are speaking well and acting well, this comes under manners and etiquettes. So, if to be very frank to say that manners are not, or etiquettes are not only, when we are talking about spoon and fork. No, it's being nice, it's being respectful, it's being mindful, and it's being courteous to others. So, manner and etiquette, it's not only about spoon and fork. It's about being respectful to others and to be showing a good behavior towards others. That is manners and etiquettes. So many of us, what we think that manners and etiquettes are same. No, it's not same. Manners are just the behavior that can be good or that can be bad. But etiquette is the way we do certain things by following certain guidelines or series or steps that we usually actually do. And so the results are best. We do that. So what we do, and if we are doing this by following certain etiquette, then we leave an impact that lasts for ever, and that make our presence powerful. That is one thing. Next, what I was talking about is etiquette is good behavior which is followed by certain rules and certain steps. For example, if I had to greet my friend or colleague or boss, okay, so manner is simply that I should greet. Behavior is simply how should I greet? That is etiquette. Okay, sorry, that is etiquette is how should I greet? Manner is simply that I should greet. So manner answers the question what is to be done, and etiquette answers the question how it is to be done. This is the difference between manners and etiquettes. If we follow the right etiquette, 100% we will get the result in a positive way and in a productive way. And this will proceed ourselves, we will be ahead towards a better human being. Etiquette is just an instruction manual. Okay, so for many of us, if we heard the word instruction, so we are fed up listening all these things again. Oh my God, again so many rules and instructions and guidelines. So we people are fed up of that. But it's our perception. And believe me, if we are following or doing a behavior by following certain rules and etiquettes, then it will come to our habit, and it will be our habit to follow those etiquettes and rules. Then it will be quite very easy for all of us to behave in a way that will become an etiquette for all of us. So it is not an instruction manual. It is up to us. Now, good news about this is what? Instead of it is an instruction manual, we can say it is an we can say friendly guide. It is happy friendly guide. For an instance, suppose if you buy an this kitchen appliance, what happens? We get an instruction manual. We go through the instruction manual, and when we are using that kitchen appliance, then we are working in a good way. We don't have any problem. Similarly, if we are behaving by following those certain etiquettes and rules and steps or series, then we are behaving good and we are moving towards a happy life. This is the only case, and this is catch of the day, to behave in a good way, which will leave ourselves in a happy place. And I would say if we apply certain rules, they will give us a happy feeling for us and for the people around us, for both. So when we are following certain rules and etiquettes, it's not only pleasing to us, but it is pleasing to the people or persons around us, and in a long run. It is not for a short period. It is for a long run. And then it brings a long lasting impression for us and for the people around us, whether it's our family or relatives or anyone else around. Believe me, it's a win-win situation. Win-win situation for both, for us and for the people around us. It is win-win situation for both. And it is not fake, as many of us are in fear, like, oh, again so many rules and instructions, so what to do, so I need to act like that and behave in the way which I do not want to behave. So it is not plastic, believe me, it is not plastic, it is not fake, it is real. And when this will happen, when this will come to our own habit. जब ये मेरे habit में आ जाएगा, और मेरे habit में कब आएगा? जब हम इसको करेंगे बिना इस चीज को सोचे कि why when someone will see then only I will do, or I will do it for myself. So this is important that I need to do it for myself, not for others. And when I will think and I will do like this, and it will be pleasing for me and for the others in a long run. I'm telling you, and this will happen. Believe me this. So it's not fake, it's not plastic. So we are here to get to understand that if we are behaving in the way like it is showing right etiquette, I'm telling you, everything else is going to fall into a right place. That is important. Next, to proceed further, I would like to ask two questions. Number one, do you like to follow rules? I know that most of you will say no. Nobody wants to follow rules. It's very important. Next question is, are you being hurt or feel disturbed in a day on daily basis? Are you doing so? Is this being done with you? The answer is yes. Even if each one of us is felt disturbed, or it's painful for us for a small second only, but it is for on the daily basis when we are feeling disturbed. Now, why this has happened? So many incidents, so many instances, situations where we are hurt by someone, and sometimes we are also in the same ground. This happens with us also, and we end up hurting others, people around us. Now, eventually, we leave a world into an unhappy place. So the point is, we intentionally do not want to hurt other, but we do through our certain acts and behavior. We do it. We are hurting others. And what is happening that we are becoming so careless and carefree about the sentiments and about the feelings of others. And as a result, we are preparing a generation which is, very carefree and careless towards the sentiments and feelings of others, and who is involved mostly in fights and destruction and separation, ultimately leading to unhappy world of creating not a human being, but creating robots in that case. So now what is our responsibility? Our responsibility is to bring back that culture again, where people used to care for each other, where people were having sentiments for each other, were having good feeling for each other, and showing empathy, courtesy, compassion for others. That is important. And believe me, if we are doing so, then what happens? What happen if we are doing so is that it is a chain reaction. Believe me, if we are doing this, it behaves like a chain reaction, and what we give into the universe, it will come back to us, and it is a ripple effect. It will come back to us. So this was about like how we need to behave, how we need to look, how we need to speak, and how we need to act in the way like that is pleasing for us and for the others in the long run. So that is important. Now, next important point is, as if I told you, there are various instances or situations where we don't know how to create our impact. And one very, very important, which I know most of us don't know how to give introduction. And to be very clear, introduction is a topic which is a big problem for most of us. I have seen during interviews, like people, they don't know how to give their introduction. And in that time, when I'm asking introduction, they are being, thinking at that time. So this is not to be done. So introduction means if it is asked about your introduction, you need to just have a check. What is the place? Whether it is a casual setup, it is a business setup, it is a formal setup or informal setup. You need to check that. So once you are having a business setup, like you're going to give an interview and the introduction is asked, you need to give your name, the post for which you have applied, and then your qualification and the entire detail. I'm asking you, just mug up your introduction and your half battle is done. When you are done with your introduction, I'm telling you, your half battle is done and you will be selected in that case. This is one case. Okay, now if someone asks your introduction and it is just your casual setup, means you are in a party and you are in between your friends and someone asks your introduction. So do not give like telling your name and then your post and I have done this and this and got so many awards. No one is interested to know how many awards you have got when you are in a casual setup. If you are in a crowd or with your friends or relatives or in a marriage party, just tell your name, how you are related to host, and from where you have come from. That is much, because other than that, nobody is interested to listen. Okay. Next, very important point is this was all about introduction, giving introduction. Next important point, I would say there are few instances in our life, like when we are getting late. So how to react in that case? Okay, why I'm discussing all these points? It's because there are various situations where we don't know how to respond, and in that case, then we are not able to make our impact in a positive way. So we should know that how to create that positive impact when we are getting late. So suppose it's the case, you're getting late for a party, and it's the case like half an hour before that you will be late. So as soon as possible, you are aware that you will be late, please inform to the host that you will be late, and host is going to plan it accordingly. It's very important. I know it's very small thing, but that creates your impression, how well you are, and how well you are behaving to others. And one in the very important point is what, once you are late for your business meeting or you're late for your office, please inform your boss as soon as possible. That is important. So whenever you're being late, running late, please inform to the host or your boss or your employee as soon as possible, so that there are no plannings disturbed. That is one manner which you should know. Other very important point is, see, dining etiquette is one topic which is very relevant, and it's a topic itself which takes hours and 2 hours to get be explained. But this time I would like to just have a small discussion on this. Like, if you're getting a call on dining table, okay, you're sitting on the dining table with your friends or with your office employees, and you're getting a call. Now, what is the right way if you're getting a call? Take your phone, get up from there, attend your call, and then come back. This is the right way. Please do not do this mistake, like you're taking your phone then and there, sitting and receiving the call, and doing all your conversations, and everybody is listening. So everybody is disturbed, and plus they are listening your conversation also. So that should not be done. One very important point, when you're entering to a restaurant, please do not be so loud while you are speaking, and do not call waiter, waiter like this. It's very bad. So how you should do? Just put your hands like this, and just wait for eye contact to happen. So when you will be raising your fingers like this, and you will wait for the eye contact to happen, ultimately the waiter will see you, and the waiter will come close to you for the order. Please do not shout like waiter and waiter. Nobody wants to be addressed like that. It's the human nature. Nobody wants, even if you also do not want to be addressed like that. Okay. So do not shout in the restaurant while you are talking, or while you are speaking to someone, or while you are moving out also from there by attending your dinners and lunch. That should not be done. So that was one very important point. And the last etiquette which we will talk about is about Zoom etiquette. I know we all of us are so involved in this Zoom starting from morning to the night, but many of us don't know how to behave well on Zoom. So one very important point is what? To make your video on. That is important, so that whosoever is the speaker can see you, that how well you are speaking, and that makes an interest. I'm not speaking to dummies or robots. I'm speaking to persons who can see me and to whom I can see. Next is important point, do not have your audio on, so that everybody else is listening what is happening in your house. Do not have your audio on. Once it is required, then have your audio on. And please, if you know that for Zoom meeting, your upper part is proper, you're well dressed, so please do not get up. Once it is, you're only dressed up for the upper part, do not get up, have your Zoom meetings done, and please see that this is important part of the Zoom. There are so many things, etiquettes, which is to be discussed, but we are running short of the time, we cannot do that. So these were few instances and situations where it is important to discuss for how to make our presence impactful. And I know by following all these steps which we discussed today, that is important. If we will follow, then ultimately we will have a good impact, or you can say powerful presence. Why I'm asking powerful presence is what? We will have impactful presence, and then someone will remember, oh, there was a person who came and he was dressed like that and speaking like this, so this is how you will be remembered. That is important. Next and last, what I want to say is, as if we are working towards our right diet. मुझे right diet चाहिए क्यों? It's because it will give me energy, and energy is required to do work. Similarly, have the right thoughts, have the right behavior, have the right manner, and work towards the right etiquette so that you can proceed towards a good human being, and then you will get a happy life. That happy life will be for you and for the people around you. Everything starts with your behavior and manner and etiquette. That is very important. कहने को छोटी सी चीज है, but once you are done with your manner and etiquette, you understand, and that is in your behavior, ultimately your things are on right place. Okay, now just I would like to discuss one point more, is what, suppose you assume a tree. तो tree के जो roots हैं, that is as a behavior. And suppose if it is behavior, okay, and the branches which are coming out is rudeness, hate, lie, or you can say impolite. And what fruits will come out of that is suffering, pain, you're hurted, and then it's sorrows, sleepless nights, and many more. So see that what behavior you're putting into the tree, what behavior you're putting into your own body, what behavior you're showing, that will create so many impacts. So that is important, to have that right behavior in you, to have right branches in you, and to have good and sweet and delicious fruits. I'm telling you, your life will become easy. So I would like to end with a Hindi line, like, कभी कभी मेरा खुद से मिलने को जी करता है, कभी कभी मेरा खुद से मिलने को जी करता है, बहुत कुछ सुना है मैंने अपने बारे में. So this is the time when you need to have a talk to yourself, to work on yourself and create a best version of yourself. Keep smiling. Thank you, Zanab ma'am.
Thank you, Shikha ma'am. Thank you for such an interesting and enthusiastic session. You have given us many small points which we all can incorporate in our day-to-day life and make a powerful presence. And you have given us many situations where we don't know how to react. This is true that at times people face trouble when they are giving their introduction, or when they are late how to react. They start lying, and when many of us are not good at lying, and so we are caught lying, or etiquettes when we are eating or eating out, or Zoom etiquettes. And the best thing I loved about your presentation was, like, you told us about the difference between manners and etiquettes. And yes, the tree, like ma'am has said, the roots are our behavior, and the fruits that we, so there's an old saying, so as you sow so you reap. So this is
Yeah.
it, जो आप बोएंगे वही आप काटेंगे. So you will have sleepless nights if you are rude to other people, because they'll be again rude to you if you are rude to someone, or if you don't behave properly. So a wonderful session. Thank you so much, ma'am. And I
Thank
would
you.
like my audience to type their questions if at all they have any. I have like grasped a lot from your presentation, so I would just like to go and practice these things which I learned today in my day-to-day life. That is what I am taking from your presentation today. I would like to request my audience to post any question if they have any. So, ma'am, meanwhile our audience are typing the questions, I would like to ask you if you want to give any special advice to us teachers, how to make this impactful presence, or a powerful presence when we are on Zoom as a teacher. Our children don't turn their cameras on. This is a very common thing. So how to be that impactful that they turn their cameras on, they are attentive all through, and they are doing the things we want them to do.
Okay. So very, very relevant question, Janab ma'am. I know this is a problem many of the teachers are facing. So one very good thing what they can do, teachers का जो impression positive हो सकता है वो किससे हो सकता है? बच्चे आपकी बात क्यों सुनेंगे? It's because when they will like you. So everything starts from liking effect. Okay. And once they will like you, then they will listen you. So first the teacher have to make a connect with the children. And how they will make a connect, like they will ask how you are. Oh, you slept well in the night. Oh, that was your birthday. So when you are getting connected to the child will start liking you, and child will start listening you. So whether the teacher, it is offline or online, and teacher is asking to put on the cameras and do the homework, it's difficult when we are working virtually, it's very difficult. But then also children are going to understand, and children are going to listen to the teacher when they will start liking the teacher. So, and liking is done how? It's because when the teacher is having a connect with them. So that is important. And once they have developed a connect, so the children will listen to the children will listen to the teacher after they developed a connect, and they start liking it. So everything starts from making a connect, and connect starts from good behavior. So when we are good to the child, when we are asking good and bad things about child, good and bad things means what happens, if and buts and plus and minus, what happens in the life of child. If we are getting connected with the child, they are going to listen us. And for a teacher, what is very important is, there are many things which makes a teacher presence positive in the classroom, whether it is virtually or offline. I'm talking for both. So one thing which is very important is your looks. As I have told you, your presentation, you're groomed well, because your child is watching you from head to toe. If you're groomed well, in fact, your nail polish, your bangles, your bindi, for men it is shoes, socks, everything. Even if you don't know that what shirt you have wore on that particular day, but the child will tell you that sir has wore this color and this particular pattern. So they remember this because they are watching while you are on the board, they are watching you. So be presentable, number one. And number two is your knowledge. Once you are clearing the doubts of children, once you are getting connected, or unke sare question ke answers you are telling, then you are the best teacher. And the best teacher की बात कोई भी बच्चे टालते नहीं हैं. बच्चे बहुत सुनते हैं जिनको बच्चे पसंद करते हैं. That is a famous quote from Rita Pearson, that children used to love, children used to listen to the teachers to whom they love. So this starts for liking and loving the people. If you like and love the people, definitely you will listen to that particular person. So that is the case. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving me such a lovely answer for my such a silly kind of a question. But the teachers are facing this problem. So this is it. Like children are always impressed and by the teacher's behavior, and that is what ma'am told us in today's session. That manners and etiquettes are all the thing that matters, and that will help you make a powerful presence. So with this, we come to an end of our session. So I would like to thank our dear speaker and my audiences. And I want you to know that Global Education and Training Institute is working towards transforming education. And how do we transform education? We transform education by providing trainings. And you can log into our website and call on the given number there to keep a track on our upcoming trainings. And you can also follow our D Talks. D, the capital letter D, talks for learning about the literacy and numeracy talks, which our director, Dr. Sunita Gandhi, has started recently, and we are having very lovely speakers there as well who are from the field of education and who are working in other countries as well for literacy and numeracy of underprivileged and adult education. So with this, we come to an end of our session. Thank you so much and have a very good, lovely evening. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.